I'm going to start with Hal Eagletail. Thank you very much for coming. One of the things that happened to get this done was we had to get letters of support from the 3 surrounding communities, and the Zutina sent a very nice, very supportive letter, as well as Lakeview and Oak Ridge. So Zutina and Hal Eagletail were all part of that initial grasp of the opportunity to do this. So if you would say a few words, thank you very much.
Tatanas Ata Siza Hal Eagletail Ata Gaja Makunilina La Mayor. Nice to cross tracks with you again. It's a great honor to have a dedication to a great gentleman. In our culture, he was a great warrior, protecting environment and protecting our connection with all living things. And the weather and the inclementness of the weather is very appropriate, because in our culture, when we dedicate something to spirit, the rain or the water, the snow, is the conduit from spirit world into this world. And with my interpretations, Barry's here with us. So back when they had set the date to dedicate this, already in spirit world, they were preparing for him to come through, hence the weather. And I've been to many memorial dedications where exactly this type of weather, and like I said, it's the water conduit that helps spirit connect with this world and spirit world. So thank you for this opportunity. So Tina recognizes the efforts of late Barry, and I've had the great opportunity to meet with him numerous times, even the times where he was acclaimed as a council member, and I had a great talk with him on environmental issues. So we dedicate this day to his memory, and also this weasel head was a part of the Tsuut'ina lands, and through our dedication with our war efforts back in 1909, we leased our land to the Department of National Defense. And in the 1930s, the Department of National Defense had made the initial deals with the City of Calgary to make the reservoir for Calgary's drinking water. So that's kind of our contribution from our war efforts and through the cooperation with the Department of National Defense, and gathers us all here in a beautiful location to enjoy Mother Earth and all creation. So thank you for that. Hi.
Thank you.
So, just on behalf of my mom, Robin, my sister, Erin, and myself, I would like to express our immense gratitude to the Weaselhead Glenmore Park Preservation Society and the members of council for this honor of having Dad's name as part of such an important, or such an area that was so important to him, and on a project that he was so passionate about. I miss my dad every second of every day, and I know he would be so proud of everyone's continuing effort and work and dedication and the efforts of protecting our green spaces for future generations. So thank you all so much. Really appreciate it.
I worked with Barry for a number of years, and I'm actually really emotional today, even though it's been quite a while, but I just feel that he would be so very happy, and he cared so deeply about the natural environment. That's how I first met Barry, was through his radio show and a discussion around the well-being of trees, and he and I worked on the city's first tree bylaw together. That was before I got elected. I know he cared deeply for his family and was so proud of his kids, and so I'm really glad that you're here today, where we can honor Barry, something that would have a huge amount of meaning for him, because he loved this place. He loved the place of Calgary, and he loved the Weaselhead, and he fought dearly for it. So thank you for organizing this honor. I think it provides some closure for people who didn't see him at the end of life and knew that he was struggling, and I believe that this is a place of peace. So thank you very much.
Tadanasada Size Etia. So my Tsuut'ina name given to me by Elder Bruce Starlight is Etia, which means always ready. which clearly does not mean always on time. So thank you so much for waiting. I didn't realize it was such a long walk. I walk fast, so that's good. And for being here, all of you today. Thank you so much to the Weaselhead and the North Glenmore Society for pulling all of this together. It really is, as Drew says, a very appropriate thing, I think, to do, especially when we know the particular story of this bridge and how Barry was so instrumental in getting this thing done. I think that is a really wonderful way for generations of people to remember him as a dedicated public servant and even more dedicated environmentalist. So you don't look a thing like your dad, eh?
No.
Not the same smile, not the same mouth, not the same height. I told him that at the funeral too, which is probably inappropriate. But James, thank you, and through you to your family. You know, it's not easy having a dad who's a politician, who's a public servant, who works those crazy hours. So thank you for lending him to the citizens of Calgary to do this extraordinary work. And as you know, Council voted unanimously at the end of July at our last meeting before our summer break to make this naming. It just felt right. It really did. It just felt like exactly the right thing to do. And I know Councillor Farkas is not able to be here today, but he and Councillor Farrell and Councillor Jones were really very big champions of doing this. And Councillor Collier-Urquhart, the three who had worked a lot with Barry. Now, I only ran against Barry for mayor, but we knew each other pretty well, actually, and always really enjoyed his company, really enjoyed his humor, his demeanor, and his incredible passion for this city and especially for the natural areas. So, shall we get this thing unveiled?
Let's do this.
1, 2, 3.